what this chart shows is the red price is gold on the right axis in dollars, and the blue line is real U.S. interest rates, and so it's a 10-year Treasury minus the break-even rate, which is inflation break-evens, and we see a pretty strong inverse correlation. And so whenever real interest rates go up, we see gold have a correction, and so that's generally what we saw is ever since late 2018, the global economy started to slow down, and so that was from trade wars, and that was also just because we were 8 years into a kind of a global economic expansion. At least for developed countries. I know emerging markets in many cases had a kind of a recession in the commodity bear market of 2015, 2016. But overall, we were pretty long in the tooth as far as economic expansion goes on a global scale. And so we started to see a declining real interest rates, and we saw an increase in gold. Now we bottomed at negative 1.08% on this interest rate metric, and we also topped in gold. And so we've been in this, rising interest rate environment, meaning that we're still negative. Like negative interest rates are still negative, but the rate of change is that they're less negative, and that's because, U.S. Treasury yields are rising faster than inflation. At least for the past period of time since August. This was August of 2020, and we've seen gold having a correction. Now, so over time, that is something to be aware of. Now, I think as we go into this next quarter, we're probably going to get some inflation spikes because we have low base effects from the previous year. We're also seeing more of a reopening at a time when people are stuffed with all this money. And so we're likely to see kind of a cooling out in this metric. And so we are starting to actually see a little bit of a bounce here. If I were to update this for another couple of days, we are starting to see a little bit of a stabilization. And so we have to watch that to see if that continues. But overall, I am pretty favorable on gold here. It's just a question of timing.